It's Friday night live from Nick's Garage here in Montreal. And I'm your host, Nick Penerides, and welcome to all of you guys. And welcome to my shop, of course. And I'm going to go through, instead of walking through the shop today like I did last time on a live show, I wanted to keep it simple. I want to read as many comments I can. And of course, I had something up with community. What was it last week, George? Last week?
Just a few days ago.
And of course, we said that we're going to answer all the questions that people put up on our community on the last one we had put up. So I'm going to answer the top 10. Then after that, we'll go to the comments on the screen. So we'll get started right here with 426, 425 HP. He asked me if I were to put the keeper back on the dyno. That's the engine I had built on the previous dyno before we put up the new electronics and, of course, the calibration. Well, I had the keeper sold right now, and it's a good idea to see if the old dyno and the new dyno have the same results. So to do this right now, and I know it's my busy season, would I want to do it? I'm not sure, because now the engine does not belong to me. I could ask the customer, and if I have the time, I'd like to see the results before and after. So till then, I don't know yet, but it'll be something interesting to find out, but I'm not going to go there yet, but we'll see. If I do it, you guys will know about it. And now we'll go to our second question. Brooke Turner, Nick, where are all the CUDAs? Well, we've got a few CUDAs in the gang. We've got a few customers, and right now they're all in storage. I don't have any in the shop right now because I've got a lot of B bodies. I can only fit so many cars in the shop, but right now I've got a lot of 5 B bodies and, of course, some other cars. But for CUDAs, maybe next year. But right now, all the CUDAs I know that are in my shop, that are friends of mine, they're all in storage for the winter.
Leslie's got a beautiful CUDA. He'll bring it out in the spring.
That's right. I got Leslie. You got John. I've got also Dan with the red one. Yeah. But anyways, you guys are going to see them when the weather changes, become summer here. They're all going to show up in my shop. Question number 3 from Dan Lockin, CUDA Brothers. How do we promote your... Well, I got to tell you guys, the CUDA Brothers loves your show and this custom original. Well, you guys want to broadcast I know you guys have your own YouTube channel. Well, what we do here is we just keep everything original and real. So what happens, what we do, what we work on, what we say is all real. This is according to my camera guy, George. Just be yourself and do your own thing. And, of course, do what customers want and do your best and be honest and do your best. And that's the best advice I can give you guys running your shop. And good luck with it, you guys. All right? And then question number 4.
These are all questions from our community page.
Yes, and these are all questions from our community page that we posted up last week, wasn't it?
That's it.
And right now, I'm just going to go through comments, the top comments, and I'm just going through them right now to answer you guys.
Make sure you're subscribed, and you'll see.
Yeah, make sure you guys are subscribed and go on our blog page. You'll see it there on community. Go on it, click on it, and you're going to see. Okay, then over there you see pictures, and of course you're going to. You can also put a comment, and then we're going to get to answer that. Here's another one by Ed B. Hi, Nick. Love your show. Question back in the day. Did you ever consider owning your own dealership, Mopar dealership? No, never. I never thought of it. I don't know why. I always thought of opening my own shop, which I did. But a Mopar dealership, not really. Never thought of it that way. Even though I used to be at a Chrysler dealer almost every day buying parts for these cars that I had with friends of mine. And I used to work in them back in the alley back then at my mother's house. Yeah, my own shop. This is what I thought of, and here it is. I have it now.
I think you might be too honest to sell cars, Nick. You better.
Yeah, like people say, when you sell cars, sometimes they're not mostly. It's true. Sometimes they say that you're not the honest person when you're trying to sell a car. I never sell cars, so I don't know. I wouldn't be good at selling cars because if you have to lie or anything like that, that's not me. I just like to do repairs and fix cars and get them going and make people's cars enjoyable. That's what I'm here for. Next question from Patrick Cortazzo. Does Manny rebuild engines at your shop as well? If I send a Ford engine for rebuilding, would he be the one doing it? Well, Manny's a Ford guy. We all know that. And, of course, he comes and helps me with sometimes when we have a Ford engine, if we need technical questions or information. He's always on hand here in my shop. Matter of fact, he's right here on the shop right now working on an EcoBoost 4-cylinder that he just bought, and he's planning to work on it in the future to put in his Mustang. And, of course, yes, if you would bring a Ford engine in my shop, I'll be the one building it. If I'm stuck or if I need anything, if I don't know anything, man will be the guy to ask the questions for. And of course, we've done it in the past, and he's a great guy. And yes, we work together on it. But it'll be built by me in my shop.
Oh, we just had a question here. We should answer, Nick. Somebody's asking to introduce the moderator. We do have a moderator.
Yes, and we do have a moderator right now. Where is she? In Wisconsin?
Well, she's on the internet, let's say. And
Okay, she's on the internet. She's watching up because some of the questions that come up, I should say, are not really forgiving or polite. So we try to keep them out of the our channel. So we try to keep it simple. And I want also the family people to watch our channel.
That's it. So thank you, Melissa, for keeping it clean.
And Melissa, yeah, thank you for keeping it clean, Melissa. And here's another one. Here's one from Joey. Joey, do chickens have talons? Yeah, yeah, they have. And you know the guy who could answer that for you is Manny, because he used to own a chicken farm back in Granby, back in those years. So I'll ask him that question when I see Manny. And well, now he's busy with the shop in the shop with his engine, but I'm not going to bother him. But you know what? He would have the answer to that because he had a chicken farm for quite a few years with his family. That's a good one, eh?
I wonder what he means by that.
I don't know what you mean by that. I don't know if it's an automotive channel, but anyways, doesn't matter. And here's another one from Paul Clerkley. Share some good tips for building and tuning a Holly 6-pack setup, please. Well, you know, I've done a lot of 6-packs. You know, you want to keep it first of all, you want to tune a 6-pack. You got to make sure that the first thing you got to do is make sure it idles. There's no fuel leaks externally. Make sure it idles. Then, of course, you try to control the air-fuel ratio. Of course, you have to have the instruments, and you try to tune it. Of course, you stay with the, you know, if you have a stock basic 6-pack, if you want to keep it, that's what we're talking about. I keep the stock jets in, or usually 63s, and check for vacuum leaks, and keep the original springs in the secondary diaphragms. They're very, very simple. But the major fact is make sure they're clean and they have no vacuum leaks, and you should be okay. After all, it's just the middle carburetor where it idles on, and the outside carburetors idle on the small screws, a very small portion. But it's very important that a lot of times they have a vacuum leak on the base of the gaskets. So you got these other ones, these base gaskets I use, they're like a little bit foamy silicone coating from Felpo. They're very ideal for the purpose of a base gasket for the 6-pack, and they work fine. And that's a good way to start. So if you have any questions or anything like that, or further question on the 6-pack, you can always email me, get into technical question. I'll give you all the information you need to know. And the next one. Here we go. Some good rebuilding tuning tips on Holly. Okay, this one is from Hank Lord.
Hawk Lord.
Okay, Hawk Lord. Here we go. Hey, Nick Hemmings Auto Magazine rated the Studebaker 289 as the best overall American-built small block V8 of all time. Do you have any opinions on the Studebaker engines? Honestly, I know the car is Studebaker. I've never worked on a Studebaker engine, and I couldn't give you my honest opinion on it because I don't know. Apparently, I know some older people back in the alley. My neighbors used to have one. I never seem to see them have any problems or anything like that, but I can't say much about it. But if you say they're good, I don't know where you got your info. If it is, it is. But, you know, I can't give you that answer because I never worked on a Studebaker, so I can't really tell you. But then again, today they don't exist. I don't know what to say. Studebaker's out.
My dad used to talk about his Studebaker.
Yeah.
His first car when he came to Canada from England was a Studebaker. But
you're kidding?
He ruined it in a winter storm. He bounced it off every corner of a 4-way. He said, and that was the end of that.
Oh boy. Okay, so he wrecked it. Well. Anyways, I don't know about the engine, but then again, that's another question. Here's one. Christopher from Newton. Christopher Newton. What is your opinion on 440 4-bolt main caps? Is it worth seeking out for a 500 plus horsepower engine? 500 plus could be what? 550, 560. I've built quite a few 440s, 500, 550, 560 horsepower with the 2-bolt main. But what I use sometimes is ARP studs on the main caps. And I've had a few guys race with them. And you know what? I never had any issues. I never had to put a 4-bolt main on a 440. I didn't have to go through all this stress, getting caps, drilling the block, and this and that. I would just put good ARP main cap studs, and that will do the job. Because after all, you know, you could build the engine 700 horsepower, but the block can only withstand so much horsepower. Maybe maximum 600. Then again, we're pushing that 600. But in my opinion, the 2-bolt main with the ARP studs will do the job to about 550, no problem. There's another one from Brian Joy. Nick, going for a rebuild question. A 446 bar with 915 heads, ported, and say a 30 overbore. What type of horsepower could you get out of such a build? I too have a 70B body looking to build a motor with you that came out of a wrecked 67 GTX, but not sure what to expect power-wise out of a using cast heads, even though there are 915 heads along with the 6-barrel setup. The 915 heads are the closed chamber heads, you know that, eh? And thanks I can't wait to see you, Vasilis, and the crew tomorrow night. Mopar la Demons, baby. Love you, old school Canadians building dream cars, and you can watch and be part of it. Read more. We have, yeah. And Nick, please do a story on the 70 Plymouth in the picture. Okay, is that the Roadrunner?
That's somebody else, actually.
I'm sorry.
I just forgot to. You've got all of this question.
Okay.
That was our 10th question too.
Yeah, you want to build the. Well, you know what? You better have good fuel because it depends. If you build the engine, you zero deck the block, you're gonna get more compression. Depends what gasket you use. Sure, I have customers build their own engines with a 915 casting, and I have a second page there, right? And
you've answered the top 10, so we're.
Yep. Okay, I was gonna answer a couple more.
All right,
Let me see. Hold on. Back to the 915 portion build up. Yeah, like 440, your 915 is a small chamber head, which is a closed chamber head. It boosts your compression. But then again, it depends how you build the engine. Are you using are you decking the block? Are you putting a zero deck with a flat top piston? Hopefully you're using a flat top piston. Are you using a 20,000 gasket from Chrysler? Are you using a 39,000 gasket from Fairpro? There's a lot of things to look at. If you pour them out, the 915, you get your compression ratio within a 10 point something ratio with your cast iron. A lot of times of the horsepower in that ranges of that I've done about porting out with the templates I've used from Mopar Performance or Direct Connection, you can call them. I've got an average of about 430 to 460 horsepower, sometimes even more when I use the 1.6 rockers. Yeah, in many cases, that's the average horsepower is 450. So you'll do fine with that. Just make sure you don't have the compression ratio too high, or if you zero deck the block, like I said, then you'll be okay.
Nice.
Okay, what was the other one? Now we're going to get on the comments on the screen.
Yeah, you might as well. They're piling up there.
Okay,
People want to say hello.
And do the picture on the. Okay, that's which Plymouth is that? 70 Plymouth.
It was the Roadrunner with the stripes on the hood.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I'll do on the next. We're not going to do it live, but we're going to do it on video.
Yeah, that car's still in the shop. There's more.
Yeah, that car's still in the shop. Now he wants me to install a line lock on it. So I just ordered the line lock kit because he wants to do burnouts once in a while with it. So we finished everything we had to do, install the engine, of course. He wanted me to fix his door locks, fix the ignition key, got the air grabber to work, so everything's working fine. And now he came in today and asked me to install a line lock. So that's the next thing we're going to do next week. We'll keep it so I can make a video with a burnout on it in my shop, and that will be something in the future you guys are going to see.
Fantastic.
And now let's get to some comments here on the screen. Now we're going to start with Major Payne. Hello, Nick. Major Payne, how you doing? And next, here is another one. Thunder C4s. Yasu Nico Apo Australia. Do you like Australian muscle cars? You guys, I know I've seen some of your Australian cars. They're very nice. And we built them with a 6-cylinder Hemi. Yes, I know the 6-cylinder with Hemis. And a 6-pack Charger with triple Weber carbs. Yes, I've seen some of you guys with those cars, and they're beautiful cars. Let me tell you. I love those big square headlights they have on the Australian muscle cars on the Dodges. Yes, very nice.
Wish we saw more of their cars here.
Yeah, I've seen them. Too bad you guys don't have many big V8s there, right? So like this guy in Greece, in northern Greece, he has a Duster with an Opel 4-cylinder. Then again, anything over 2 liter in Greece, or like many countries in Europe or any parts of the world, it's a heavy expense, or against the duties or fees or tax purposes or anything, or whatever regulations or emissions. I don't know, whatever.
Not to mention the price of gas there.
Yeah, the gas is crazy over there. Let me tell you. And here we go. Dave Howard. Don't forget to hit the like button. Thanks, Dave. David Howard. Okay. Here's another one. Jimmy Ford. Hello from us, Armadillo, Texas. Mopar or no carb?
Amarillo.
Yeah, Amarillo. Jimmy Ford. Hello from Arnold, Texas. Okay, that's the same. Jimmy G. Hi, Nick and George. Okay.
Hey, Jimmy.
Jimmy, how are you, man? Here, Nick, have you ever? This is Line Snapper. How we stop that for a minute?
I guess that's officially.
Says, have you ever showed home a big load into a Volkswagen Golf? No, not really. Mike Belkaz. I like it when you take it from there. I'll take it from there. Hello from Detroit. I always say that very often because I say, we'll take it from there because, we get something, we're getting somewhere, and then we're going to see what's going to happen further on. That's why I say we'll take it from there. And when we continue on with the next thing we work on.
It's a very simple phrase, but I think it can be applied to a lot of different things in life.
Of course, yeah.
It's very wise words.
Denis Sazin. Hi, Nick. Where did it go?
I moved him for you.
I lost it. Here it is, right here. From Gatineau. Ever heard of a Grand Spalding Dodge? Yes, they're in Chicago. Yes, I've heard of them. Mr. Norms, that is. Yes, I've heard of them. And Jay Bowers, Nick, are you going to have Barry Newman sign your Kawasaki car before he passes on? Well, I've been trying to find or locate Barry Newman. I heard he's living in the Boston, Massachusetts area. I don't have any contacts. I'm hoping somebody could tell me where he is. I'd like to contact him, and I want to visit him with my car, or even let him drive my car any way he wants. He could sign it, take a ride. I want to take a picture with him. And if anybody has any contacts out there that I can find Barry Newman, I'll be more than glad to go out there and meet him.
There we go. They're rolling fast.
Okay, old car auto guy. Jason, what do we got? Will you ever make it to the Atlantic Nationals in Moncton, New Brunswick? Jason, I don't know. Maybe, because, I go to so many shows here and there. But I've made plans for Carlisle this year. I wanted to go to the Mopar Fest also up in Ontario, but I couldn't make it because I'll be out of town for vacation. But every year I'm going to make a few plans of different shows here and there. So it's hard. I got a shop. I got a family. It's hard. But Jason, I won't forget. Don't worry. There's another. Eric Steinberg. Any updates on the yellow S10 pickup? Yes, the engine's right here. We got the 3/4 assembly on the S10 pickup. I got the Vortex heads bolted on. We got the springs on. I did the valves. We did a valve job. I had to change the springs because now we're going to flat top at cam. All I'm waiting for is a Vortex intake. Then after that, maybe within a few weeks, we'll go on the dynamometer and we'll take it from there, because all we're doing is building a simple 350 small block shed for the S10.
You finished your cam research on that? I know you were scratching your head with a cam.
Actually, we left the same cam that he got, because we had a few parts that were donated to my client, Jeff, with the S10. He was donated a set of heads. He was donated a cam, which came from a small block GM. He's not looking for crazy horsepower, anything over 300. It's a simple, light truck, and it's right here. We're ready to have it on the dyno in a few weeks or so. But like I said, it's coming. The progress is because I have to get all these cars out by springtime, you guys. So, yes, progress is everything in my shop is moving right now.
Hi, Jeff. Hope you're watching with your family.
Where?
Jeff, with the truck.
Jeff, yes, Jeff. Jeff, if you're watching, we're working on your engine here. Here's where's this one? Here, Grass Gangsters. Is the Kawasaki motor numbers matching, and is it engine built? Well, I'm going to make a video on that very soon, because the Kawasaki original matching motor is right here beside us. I took it out tonight because I wanted to make a video tomorrow, actually. I want to go into details. I want to start from scratch, from a dirty engine, all original, unmolested, with a broken connector rod, which is right here. You see that? This is the way I bought the car. The other half of the connector rod is the seller, guy who sold me the car, kept it. Doesn't matter. This is what I got. It is a 440 Magnum, 4-barrel, comes with 6-pack rods. Now, how did this break? I have no idea. But I'll go into further details when I show off the engine on our next video or so, whenever we have it ready.
But it's definitely numbers matching.
Oh, yes, and it's definitely matching's number motor. I also have the dates, but I'm going to go through that when we show it off on video. Okay, what's the next one?
What do we got here? Somebody with a 69.
Here we go. Michael Weems. Do you have a flag from South Carolina? Yes, I believe we do, right? South Carolina?
We got a couple.
Yes, we have a few. We also have the one from North Carolina. Yes. Rory Nick got a 69 Cornet RT440 4-barrel automatic with ram air. Has 26K original miles. Numbers matching. Planning on restoring it one day. What do you think about late 60s B bodies? Man, they're great cars. Let me tell you, they all have good character. I mean, they all have their own character. And of course, you put a lot of time and money designing these cars with the chrome and their 440s, their 383s, their Amys. I think they're great cars. The late model B bodies are great cars, and they're fun. Of course, they're and they call them big cars, but you know what? The bigger cars are the Furies, the Polaras, the New Yorkers, the Imperials. So the B body to me is just a little bit bigger than an E body. But after all, it's a great car. Let me tell you, those B bodies are great cars. Matter of fact, I got 5 of them right here in my shop, right here as we talk.
On Monday's video, if I get it finished, we're going to see you working on some suspension on a big old
Yeah, we got a 69 rotor and working on a suspension, which we had to gut it out. The other thing was custom made. Really awful. But I'll go into details on that video when I do it, because we had to cut everything off. It was so awful. And we're putting a leaf spring with a Dino on it, just like every B body came from the factory. Okay.
There we go. We'll go back to our bottom here.
Okay. Gonzo, I missell it. What is it? Gonzo 59. And then we got Eric Steinberg. Hi, Gonzo. And Gonzo 59. Hey, Eric. Okay, they're going back and forth themselves. Charles Amaro, Barry Newman fan site on Facebook, and you can shoot him a message. Nick, I just checked. Okay, Charles, I'm going to look into it. Is there any way we can find that
We've sent a couple of messages back and forth to the Barry Newman fan site. We don't want to press too hard. I know Mr. Newman must get a lot of messages, but we're certainly very open to speaking with him if he's interested to see his car.
It's true because, I'm sure a lot of people that build Vanishing Point cars all wanted to meet him and this and that. I'm sure he's gone through a lot of people that wanted to meet him. I understand if he doesn't want to talk to us or meet us or whatever. I understand. But, if I could find a way to get through him, which I think you did with Facebook, so far, no luck. But anyways, we'll keep winning. We'll see what happens in the future.
Anybody out there know Mr. Newman? Feel free to show him our site.
Yeah. You guys, if anybody knows Barry Newman, show him free. Show him our site here on Nick's Garage and or give us an email or a phone number. Give us a call and I'll take it from there. John P. How do we stop that? Junior. Here, John P. Schwarwans, Jr. Wonder if the finding crew can rig up a bright light to look down the carbs when the engine is running on the dyno. Can the dyno be set to install the engine at set RPM to say change something? Not really. When we have the engine live and full throttle, we don't do any changes. We do change while the engine is idling, or maybe that's about it. But when we're doing a test full throttle, we don't do anything. We don't even stay in the room. So we just leave it as it is, and then we see the results as we print out the information. And then if there's any work to be done, we'll do it while it's off the engine or on idle. But on full throttle, we don't go in the room at all. We don't do any changes whatsoever.
John's also asking about the filming of the carb, and we are trying to get cameras closer and closer to that carb to really see what's going on.
We try our best with the carburetors going down the not the carburetors, the cameras going down the carburetors. I mean, how many guys do that? Not too many guys do that, George.
I haven't seen many others like that on YouTube. I think that's our little corner.
A lot of people say, Nick, here's your problem. Of course, we see the film after we videoed the testing on the dynamometer. Then during the day later or the next day, we look into it and we find our results. I know people question me like, Nick, there's your problem right here and there and that. Look at the fuel. It's not opening, or it's shooting fuel when it should not, or the throttle plates are not opening enough, or they're fluttering, or this and that. But we know that. We look into it and we're aware of it. And if we can get bright lights in there, maybe we'll work out something one day.
I was even thinking maybe trying to find like a medical endoscope or a little camera we could poke right into the carburetor.
But why? But you know what we got, I think is great what we have already. You see the fuel going down those ventures. That's good enough. I mean,
it's exciting stuff.
Maybe they want to see the light even further down.
And the sound. I hope these guys are turning it up when you make a dyno pull. It sounds amazing.
You guys, if you have a sound system at home and if you blast it and you see the real sound, that's what it sounds like in the dyno when we make our test at full throttle. Andre Nuns, Car Service Garage, Brazil. And I've got your flag. Nice. Randy Skyra book. Greetings, Nick. Randy in Kelowna, British Columbia. I have a 70 rotor and a 3.3 4-speed. Do you build any 3.3s? No, but there's one coming up very soon from a 70 Charger. A customer came in this morning and wanted me to build him a stock basic 3.3 Magnum for his 70 Charger. So that'll be coming up in the future videos.
Los Angeles watching.
Here's one from Los Angeles. His name is Jerry M. Hello from Los Angeles, Nick. I am taking an intro engine course at my community college. Do you recommend me buying ratcheting wrenches or regular wrenches? How about flex or locking flex wrenches? Well,
new mechanic. What does he buy?
These are modern tools.
That's a good question.
Let me see. Jerry, I'm an old school guy. I use the ratchets I have. Where is it?
Oh, he's going to show you one here.
Here's one. This is the ratchets I use. Look, see? Off, and then you go on, flex, broken necks. It all depends on the job, what you're falling into, working on. But, going through engines, working on engines is going to answer your own question. You get the feel of all the tools, and it depends what you're doing in, what kind of a job, what kind of area, how much space you got. You're going to take it from there, and you're going to learn. So I think any tool that does the job for you is great.
Don't spend too much money at first.
Yeah, don't spend a lot of money on a lot of things you don't know, but just look into it. As you work on jobs, you're going to see. Sun King, would you like to see a stock 3.3 on the dyno? Factory set 335 horsepower. We're working on that in the future. There's one coming up. Not now, but around springtime. Diamond's Great Gold. What's your opinion on OBD2 tuners for more horsepower gains, good or bad? It's good. Some guys have they're tuned their cars with from the factory. They have government emissions. They won't allow those sometimes. It depends on the engine design. I'm sure some engines can make more horsepower than what they're designed for on the what they're advertised. But if you could get in the computer and tune it, and get more out of it by playing with the timing or fuel ratio, water temperatures, or whatever, yes, you could gain some horsepower. So it's good stuff. If you don't want to go into major things, just by tuning with an OBD2, it'll work for you in many cases.
Here's Navy Thomas.
Okay, Navy Thomas.
Gears.
Timing gears. Huh. Timing gears. You mean like a gear drive we had on that 427 last week? No, I don't usually use gear drives or timing gears. I always use timing chains. They're a lot quieter. They're simple. I never had any issues with timing chains. They never broke on me. So I don't see why I should be using timing gears or gear drive. Besides that, they're very loud anyways.
Yeah, we're going to be hearing a little bit of that in an upcoming video in a couple of weeks.
That's right. I just did one yesterday, and I just removed the gear drive. I put a regular timing chain.
We just got a visitor coming in.
Here we go.
How are we doing?
Manny, how are you, man?
Good, Nick.
You're working on that
EcoBoost.
Yeah.
Yeah. Got into some really nice fuel. It's not that old, thank God.
It's a half a V8, you know that, eh?
Split right down the middle.
You're working with the boost and the turbo on that, of course.
That's right.
Here's one here. There, Kerry Stewart. Hi, Nick, from England. Hey, from the UK.
England.
Check it out. Here, where's this one here? Mopar DN. I get to replace the door hinges on my 68 GTX by myself. Not looking forward to it.
No, need extra pair of hands.
Yeah, that's true. Sometimes you know what you want to do. You gotta use the jack, put some support on it, hold the door up in the back. It'll do the job. Here, here's another one. Delaware Motorman. Just got home. Where did it go? Just got home. Just got home from work. Hi, all. Hey, welcome. Welcome to our show, buddy. Here's another one. This guy's garage. Hey, Jason. And this guy's garage. And Jason's back there. And we got hi, mate. Hi, Manny. Manny.
Hey, how's it going?
They're saying hi to you. Douglas. Hey, Manny. There he is. Mopar. Hey, they're all saying hi, Manny.
Hi, guys.
My God, this thing is quick, eh? The moment you walk in, they'll see you. Bang, 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 bang.
Someone hide now.
Of course. Here's another one. Mike, hold it. Stop right there. Mike Belcaz, have you have a meet and greet at Carlisle? No, but we're going to be there in July with my car, and hopefully have my engine built, my matching motor. I'm going to put on display beside the car in Carlisle in July. So I am planning, yes, to be there. And of course, with a few friends of mine with their cars also.
We're even going to try a few live broadcasts.
Yes, and we're also going to do some few live broadcasts right there in Carlisle Fairgrounds.
If we can figure out the satellites and everything.
Oh, yeah. If we can figure it out, if everything works, we're going to do it. That's for sure. Alberto Magito. Hey, Nick. Great show. Has anyone told you that you look like Guy Lafleur? Guy Lafleur from the Montreal Canadiens in hockey.
They'll take it. That's a
well, a lot of people tell me I look like Al Pacino. But anyways, that's besides the point.
That one a bit.
Yeah. Rice Boy. 204. Hello from Le Broc, Manitoba. Hey, wow. Manitoba.
Stay warm.
Stay warm. Yeah, you guys do. It's cold out there, right?
We all have the same thought.
Oh, yeah. Here's another one. Darren McDonald. Hi, Nick. Coming from Brockton, Massachusetts. You have any big block Oldsmobiles going on there? Well, I have a friend of mine. His name is Tony. I built him a Rocket 350 a couple of years ago. And his future plan is to bring in a 455 Oldsmobile, 1970, 71. I'm not sure. But if that comes here, yes, we're gonna build it, and of course, we're gonna show it off on video. Who knows? That's gonna be the future with that one. Oldsmobile
360.
Where?
Anything? Somebody's looking for a 360 build. We have anything in stock?
Yeah. Also, Manny, here you go. Jaylan Vimy with Jonova. Hey, Nick, any 360 builds? We had one built 2 years ago, 360.
Yeah.
You know, we have so many different engines. It's hard to have every kind of engine. You know, there's a GM, Ford, Chrysler, so many makes, so many different engines. A lot of people have asked me to build a six-cylinder
slant.
The slant six, what they call it, leaning tower. The leaning tower, yes. I said, you know what? If someone comes in with a six-cylinder, let me tell you, man, I'm gonna help him build it. Let me tell you, I'm gonna help him build it so we can show it off here on YouTube with you guys. Because a lot of people ask me that question: when am I gonna build a six-cylinder from Mopar?
Somebody staying up late?
Okay, who's this? From Spain, huh? We just got the Spanish flag last week. Angel V8FE. EFI-L, yeah, that's right. Hi from Spain. It is 2:30 a.m. What do you think about aftermarket distributors with springs inside? They're good. If you know how to tune them, they work. You know, and of course, when you change springs, of course, you're playing with the advanced curve at a certain RPM. They're good stuff. A lot of times they're better than the original stuff. So it's going to work. It works for me.
All right, I'm going to get back to the wrenching, guys.
Okay, we'll work on your four-cylinder.
Enjoy.
Okay, man.
Take it easy, Manny.
All right.
Call me if you need me.
Joe Paradu, hello from Florida. Thanks to George and Getty Camera, all these places, and great audio. George, you got a thanks here.
Thank you very much for watching, John.
That's Joe. Yeah.
Somebody earlier just mentioned that the cell signal is not very good in Carlisle. One of the comments came in. So we're gonna have to wait till we get back to the hotels and the Wi-Fi.
Okay, so we're
gonna try our best. It might be a little blurry, but we're gonna try our best.
Okay, we'll see if we can live cast on that. Vito Adolini, what are your thoughts on the 340? And have you know anything about a 1970 Challenger Western Special? Yeah, apparently the 1970 Western Challenger edition was a plain Jane car. Apparently, they didn't even have window regulators in the back quarter panels. Anyways, it's a plain Jane Challenger. I've heard of it. And, if you wanted to go racing, that would be one carpet. It's super light. Anyways, that's a plain Jane Challenger. Here's another one. Cheeses Green. What do you think of a 440 from a motorhome? It's going into a 67 Plymouth Sport Fury, or should I go for a 440 from the 60s? And motorhome engine is from a 74. You know what? Either engine you pick is going to work for you guys. Either one. 440 motorhome or not, they're all going to do the job. Then again, you just build it and you're going to have no problems with it whatsoever. So go with any one you want and it's going to do your job. What we got here? Eric Miller. Nick, news on the 427 FE Ford. Yep, the customer gave me the go-ahead. So now we're starting to buy a few pieces to get it going. We're thinking of putting a couple sleeves in it. We're going to stay with the 40 oversized. We're going to take a chance. We're going to beat it on the dynamometer once we get it built. Like he has no choice on it. He goes, Nick, I'll gamble on it. We're going to build it, and we're going to take it from there, and we'll see what happens.
Fantastic.
Yes. Next one. Papa Snurf. Nick, what is the wind tray in a 440? A what? Wind tray?
Maybe windage tray, they mean?
Yeah. Nick, what is a windage tray in a 440? A windage tray is a piece of metal which is it prevents the oil from splashing back up on the crankshaft. In other words, it's between the block, crank, and the oil pan. It's a shield, and it's called a wind strain Chrysler. Oil splash, whatever you want to call it. Prevents it from oil splash on the crank. Gains horsepower, higher RPM. Paul Ray. Hey, Nick. I'm a big fan of you. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Ray. Thank you.
Thanks, Paul.
Here we go. And Paul Ray. That's right.
Here's
Dave, Brandon Clements. How many employees do you have in your shop? Actually, I only have 2 employees. Myself, 3. Here's another one. I was going back. Dave, what brand of car would you be into? A Mopar has never existed. Oh, what do you mean? And what would you think you have built instead of the Challenger?
Somebody asked that too on the community. They asked if you could have any muscle car you wanted, but not a Mopar, what would it be?
God, there's a lot of good cars out there. There's a lot of Fords I like. There's a lot of Chevys, Pontiacs. It's hard to say. I don't know. I like them all. What would I take? It probably might be, I don't know, maybe a Camaro. I don't know. It's a lot of cars. I love the GTO. I love the Trans Am. Another one I like is a rare 69 Trans Am. I love those cars too. It's hard to say. There's so many cars out there. I love them all. I can't say.
There was quite a hot Camaro in the family for a little while.
Yeah, I still own a 2002 brand new Z28 convertible Camaro, which I still have. Now my daughter takes it, so it's hers now. I bought a brand new. That was the last year GM finished up building the cars here in Quebec in Blainville, wasn't it? Blainville. Yeah. And I ended up buying one just before the factory closed down, and I bought it new, and I still have it. And it's only got 20,000 kilometers since I bought it.
Wow.
And we only drive it weekends in the summer, once in a while.
We've never seen that car on the channel.
No. Well, one day you guys will see this on the channel in the summertime. Christian Cosmic. I put a 440. Is a dart fun? Yes, it is. Put a 440 in a dart is fun.
That's for sure.
Cool. That's for sure.
Let's go down to the bottom here. See where
okay, what do you got? Here,
wow,
Uncle Tony's Garage.
Hey, Uncle Tony.
Yeah, Uncle Tony. Ron, that was a Project Bottle Rocket.
That's one of his projects. I've seen a few of those updates. I wish I had more time to watch Uncle Tony.
I got to call Uncle Tony one day. I like to have a talk with this guy.
He's watching now.
Yeah. Tony, one day I'm going to phone you, man. Down in Tennessee, I want to talk to you. You're crazy like me with these Mopars.
We're just worried about your health with all those smokes.
And slow down on your cigarettes, buddy. You do a lot of smoking, let me tell you, man. And swearing, wow, it just doesn't end. It doesn't end. Jeffrey Huckinga, hello from Holland, Michigan. Okay, Mark Hammer, ever been to Arkansas? No, not really. No, maybe one day, but I haven't. I've been to a lot of parts of the states, but I don't remember being in Arkansas.
They got lots of space for driving in Arkansas.
Oh, yeah, lots of space. An open road there. You could fly. Here we got one here from Kenny. Hold it. Where was this?
Kenny Smith.
Yeah, Kenny Smith. How 1970 and a half Pontiac Trans Am 455 SD. I thought the 455 SD was in the 1973-74 Trans Am only. The 70 and a half Pontiac, I think that was a 455 HO in those days. Here's another one. The gold, one piece at a time. Hi, Nick. How much is a custom ground cam? Looking to 4723 swap my Pontiac VH for better power and less vibration. It all depends how much is custom ground cam. It depends who's going to make it for you. Natty, Howard's, Comp Cam, Crane, or whatever. It all depends. Sometimes they're $300, sometimes they're $400. It all depends. But I've done a lot in the past, but not now. A lot of time today you can buy a camera that's grinded with so many choices today, so you can just buy them out of the catalog, and it's a lot easier. But then again, getting it custom made, it's not a problem.
Excitable 101 has a C4 he wants to bring to you.
Oh, C4. Would love to bring it to you. Excitable 101. Bring it by and we'll do our best, man. I'll give it we'll check it out. Hello, Uncle Tony. Someone's calling Uncle Tony. Big Al, don't forget Sunday parts hunting. Big Al, I didn't forget. Don't worry. Sunday morning. We're going to talk about it tomorrow when you're going to show up in my shop, and we'll take it from there. Vito Doni, can you do a video on changing gears on a rear end? Well, it's going to take a long time, because when I change gears on rear ends, man, let me tell you, I don't know, some guys do them quick. Me, it takes me sometimes a few hours, quite a few hours. But, I'll do it correct, but it takes me a lot of time. I'm not equipped to do gears like I do, like some gear shops have. I've done gears here. They take time. If you have all the parts, and of course we have all the tools and all the shims, it work. And you know what? It's fun, but it takes me a lot of time to do gears. But yes, I do gears.
Well, I'd be interested to film you for a few hours doing that, Nick.
Oh, yeah. You know what? If we ever do one, I'm going to have George film the whole thing. How's that? Okay, Big Al says free lunch on him. Okay, it's on you, Al.
Thanks,
Thomas
Al.
T. Cisco and flour mix for the rough spots. I know that. And Joe Bear, 83. The man, the legend for Nick's Garage. That's it. Thanks, man. Kevin G. Hi, Nick. This is going fast there. I lost it.
They're flying.
Where'd it go? Kevin G. Message retracted.
Oh, yeah. He changed his mind about that one, I think.
Oh, okay. Billy Tramp. Nick, if you're going to build a Slant 6, would that be a Valiant? Yeah, Slant 6 were in Valiants, and it could be any kind of car from Chrysler. Chrysler put them in all their vehicles. Fairlane 65. Hey, Nick, I just purchased a 65 Ford Fairlane with a 347 stroker. I was inspired by your channel. Keep up the great work. Thank you. Thanks for watching.
Nice.
And get everybody to share with your friends and watch us and subscribe and like us. And I love you guys, man.
Congratulations on your Ford.
That's right. Congrats on your Ford, buddy.
Very nice.
Here's Robert Chinook. Hi, Nick, from Australia. Man, what time is it in Australia?
I think it's about lunchtime over there.
Oh, yeah?
They're
Okay. All you viewers in Australia, hi there.
Happy Saturday.
That's right. CCR Automotive. Hello, guys. Christina,
Hey, Christina.
Vasily, everybody out there from CCR.
There's the person with the pink monster.
Yeah, the lady with the pink monster. Paul Gabelzo, Uncle Tony's versus Nick at the what? I didn't see that.
Oh, where'd it go?
NHRA U.S. National second out of March race.
2 out of 3.
Who knows? Maybe one day we'll build something together or go against each other. We'll see that in the future. Is this okay? Jason Arnold, we're melting in Australia. I know, man. I know those fires, the heat waves in Australia are really bad. Crazy. And then you got the rain or hailstorm. What a disaster, man. What a disaster in Australia. You guys stay safe in Australia, you guys.
I think this is a friend of ours, Pontiac.
Oh, the Pontiac Grand Prix 73. Yes, he makes a lot of comments on our channel. Read them all. Can I tell you to pick your brain one day? I have a little shake in my 455 Pontiac, 18 inches vacuum, smoke test, etc. Can't find it. Little shake, man. There's a lot of things that could cause that. I don't know. You have to go through details. Something like that is something I have here in my hands. I'll look at every little detail, then we'll take it from there. Just like that Mustang that came in earlier today. We had a 83 Mustang. The guy had a problem with a rough idle. He's been to so many shops, and they kept tuning it, changing this, putting the idle up, changing plugs, wires, distributor cap. It kept running rough, and it's shaking awful and idle. And all I did was reaching the air fuel ratio by breaking the caps off on the air fuel mixture screws, which is from the factory on an 83 Mustang. I richened them up a bit, smoothed that out, and it was perfect. But anyways, that could be not your issue, but that's something hard to say over on the satellite.
That sassy satellite is still awake in Finland.
This is fun in Finland, eh? Hey, I've got somebody from Finland coming down to Carl to meet us. Is that you? I I don't know. I got that comment the other day. Big Red. Malaka. Hey. That's a bad word in Greek, buddy. And Louis Katz. I saw Louis Katz from Australia. Yasu Louis. Okay, that Chaputo's gone. And you know what? Here. It's time for a little, I'm going to take a little break here, you guys. I'm going to start going back on these comments. I just want to take a little shot of my Ouzo. Sometimes I take a sip of water, this and that. But you know what? I'll take a shot of Ouzo because I'm having a great time here answering all the comments.
It's Nick's rocket fuel.
Yeah,
right there.
That's my rocket for you guys. This is what keeps me going. And of course, cheers to all.
Cheers.
And Louis from Australia, Chaputo, it's gone. We drank it all. Actually, I did. Thank you very much.
Don't worry, folks. Nick's not driving tonight.
No, I'm not driving, so I'm here reading comments. I'm going to be here for a while. So here we go, another one. B. Cake Bill. Hello from Billy and Dina in Laval. Oh, wow. Hello there, you guys.
There's our neighbors.
Yeah, they're neighbors. Okay, here's another one. What's this? Not a playable Ouzo. Here's a BC Block 02. The 305 is the best engine in a Caprice. They outlet the 350 is pretty regular. Yeah, I heard about that. That's good.
I'd love a big old Caprice.
Gonzo 59. Opa. Yasu.
Opa.
Bottom shot. Do you like Metaxa? I got one in my office. I drink Metaxa cognac once in a while. Yeah, I like it. I like a lot of drinks. You know that? There's a lot of drinks I like. I'm not a big drinker myself, but you know what? Once in a while here and there. Like I took a shot of Ouzo right now. It's fun. Tony Beletsky. Hi, Nick from Australia. Another one from Australia. God, we have a lot of viewers from Australia.
Nick, something just occurred to me. Have you ever considered doing a Dino run using this for fuel?
You know what? I just want to say something. I'm going to take a break from the comments. I remember back in mid-70s, I had an Oldsmobile 73 Cutlass Supreme, and I couldn't get the car started. The accelerator pump was not shooting fuel, and I had a friend of mine crank it over, and I was looking down into the carburetor. It was a cold day. It wouldn't start. So what I did is I went back in my house, and I had to find fuel. I didn't have any fuel or brake cleaner or something to ignite it. So I took some pure, it was I don't know, Metaxa cognac. I brought it out to the car. It was a little bottle. I took a shot. I poured in a fuel to the carburetor, and I gave it gas. I had my friend turn the key, and you know what? We got a big fire out of it, and it started the car. That was a miracle, man. That was a miracle. And then ever since then, I said, Metaxa works, man. That's good stuff.
That's what they call Greek fire.
Greek fire, yeah. Here's another one. Finger Sled Dave. Bonjour from Vancouver. Bonjour, guys in Vancouver. Bonjour, comment ça va? John Frederick, keep it clean, Nick. And here's an Alex Experiment. Said, do you know anywhere that makes perform parts of an H3? No, not really. I don't. Jim Zeller. Hey, Nick. Is the famed 230 casting 400 really better than the other 400s? The famed? What's
230 casting. Have you ever heard of a 230 casting?
No. Oh no, I know.
Something new to us, man.
Something new to me. I don't go by those numbers. Nice guy, 217. I had a Caprice Classic, came with a 4-speed Muncie Rock Crusher. Had a 320, put a 396 engine in it. Good stuff, man. Small block for big block. Why not?
Nice.
Here's another one. I like to run up in the car. We could get. What was that? Uncle Tony? Yeah, I'd love to run up and meet Nick and Carlisle. You would get together and do a couple of lives. Oh, yeah. You meet us there in Uncle Tony's garage. We're going to do a live show. If we could get everything working there, we're going to do it. I got to meet you there, man. Love it.
Are you planning to go, Tony?
Yeah, Tony, if you're planning to go, I'll be there. And if you're there, we better meet each other because I want to talk to you and we're going to shoot whatever. Jim Clark, Dr. Nick 426. Yeah, we got a few Hemis in my shop, let me tell you. A lot of guys call me the doctor. Free Thinker, 230, not slant 60, you mean? Oh, maybe. Slant 6 is a 225 cubic inch, and the other one before that is a 198 cubic inch. What's a 230? I don't know.
I got a 230 in my Chevrolet.
Sorry?
I got a 230 in my Chevrolet.
Oh, yeah, the Chevy's a 230, like George has. In his 64 Bel Air? He's got a 230 64 Bel Air. If that's what you're saying, then I understand. Patrick Vaden, Nick, were you the original Mopar easily bought in Canada, or did you have, what? Nick, were you the original Mopars easily bought in Canada, or did you have to import them all? And what is the difference between the American and Canadian Mopars? Did they have any differences? Not really. Not in those cars. No, they didn't have any differences. From what I know, Canadian and American cars, Chryslers, those days in the 70s, no. I think they're all the same.
Uncle Tony says he's going just because you're going, man.
Uncle Tony, so I'm going to meet you there in Carlisle, buddy.
Fantastic.
July, I'll be there.
We're going to the IHOP.
That's right. We're going to go to IHOP. I love their pancakes. Let me tell you, buddy. Okay, Matt Prater. Where is it? Mike Prater. Nick, I love your show from Clinton, Missouri. MO, right? MO is Missouri, am I?
So, yep.
Okay. Constantino Paladiacos. Nick, let me see that. Do a show with Uncle Tony. I'll do it in, maybe I could do the show in Carlisle when I meet him there. But he's way down in Tennessee. I'm way up in Canada. So, it's going to be hard. I'll do my best. What happened here? David Van Kousis, Holden, GM in Australia. David, Patrick Vadden, love your show. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Uncle Tony, love it. It's a plan. Okay, we're going to make a date on that for sure. Ghost Beam, hello. John McDonald, hi, Nick. Didn't you hear a couple of new guys last summer? Which new guys?
Oh, you had a couple of people coming in and out. We saw some of Oliver. But nobody's ever been a full-timer. They're asking about your employees. I think.
Yeah, Oliver's a part-time. He works for us every Saturday. Joel now is quitting in a couple of weeks. He's going to work on. He's going to school for 1 year to do body work because he likes painting cars. So he's going to leave us. Then it's just me and Vasily left over in the shop. And of course, right now is our season to work on engines. We're slow on the outside work. So with the general mechanics. So now it's giving him a chance. Okay, Joel's going to leave, but it doesn't matter. I have someone else to help me on and off with a few jobs. But the concern right now is Vasily and I are going to be full-time on finishing all these projects.
It's hard to find someone good enough to work for Nick.
Yeah, it's hard to find a guy. A lot of guys that come here, they want to work in my shop, and they see carburetors, and they go, what's that? Then they see a six-pack and 2 4s on a Hemi or whatever. They just say, wow. And then they see these big V8 casting blocks in the back and carburetors, and they say OBD2. And I said, no, you guys, there's no OBD2 on this stuff, But anyway, it's just hard to find a guy, old school like myself. Vasily, of course, is younger. He's worked with me, 9 years? And I've taught him a lot of things with the old school. And, of course, he knows his ins and outs. So, and again, if you get a new guy now, you want to teach somebody, it's hard because it's slowing me down while you're teaching someone, especially in my high season. But I'm going to do my best, find a guy, see if he is a fast learner or something. I don't know. Anyway, till then, we'll know what's going to go on. Also, for that, old Chargers were 2 doors. Yes, I know. And the new Chargers today are 4 doors. I don't know why Chrysler did it that way, because, of course, the most common car today that sells easy is a 4-door car. I don't know why they called it a Charger. But then again, you got the Challenger, which is a 2-door car. So if you don't want a 4-door car, buy the Challenger. David North, thumbs up from North Dakota. David, Harold Dollar, would you like to see more of your brothers? Oh, you want to see my brothers? Yeah, we're 4 brothers here. And a lot of guys call us, we're all the same passion. We all grew up with Mopars. And a lot of guys call us the Dodge Brothers. We've been known as the Dodge Brothers back in the alley days, back in when we used to race with the Hemi Cuda, the Dodge Challenger, and a few other Mopars. Kurt 64. Love you, Nick. Okay. Nice guy 217 was rebuilding carbs for you guys when I was 15 years old. First started wrenching when a neighbor's dad asked me to help with a engine swap. Good stuff, man. Dodo, I give a Canadian-made 05 Impala. I drive a Canadian-made 05 Impala. Nice. Yeah, they made them they made the Impalas in Canada? Yeah. I never knew that. Okay, Canadian-made. Now, we made a lot of Chrysler cars, like which car was made in Windsor, Ontario from Chrysler? Forgot. Anyways, I'll come back to the...
Good question.
Steve Jonas, love your channel. And here's another from Steve Jonas from Bowling Green, Kentucky. Hello. Isn't that where they make the Corvette? Hello there.
Bowling Green, yeah.
Steve.
There's somebody asking for Vasily.
Here, John Fazek. Invite Vasily on a Friday night. We'd love to see him too. Well, tonight he went to work on his Chevelle, so he's not here tonight. But anyways, we're going to meet him again. We're going to put him on videos. You're going to see him again.
He's a hardworking boy.
Here's another one. Mopar 469. Are you excited that new Gen 2 Hemi blocks are coming out this year? Well, the Gen 2 blocks, I heard about them, but I haven't seen them yet because I know some people don't want to buy them. But if they come out, I can't wait to see them. Here is Free Thinker. What's this?
Wow, very generous.
Oh, we have a generous offer here. And what's the question?
It said, thanks for being you. We put a sticker on it.
Wow, look at that. Thanks. That's me. Thank you. Free Thinker, right? Free Thinker, thank you very much for your generous offer. Thank you.
Right on. Supporting the channel.
Of course. Everybody's supporting the channel. A lot of guys are, right?
That's it.
Especially our patrons, man. I got to give a special thanks to all our patrons that support us every month. Hey, that's a special thanks to them, you guys. Thanks, our God. Thanks a lot, you guys.
They never cease to amaze me.
Yeah.
Your viewers are an amazing bunch of people. Just fantastic. Every week they outdo themselves. The things they send you, the things they say.
I comments. I gotta admit that every Monday when we put up a video, I go home Monday night after when I finish working. I go home and eat have supper with my family. Then I go downstairs and open my laptop, and I start reading all the comments, all the questions. And George, of course, you've read them. There's a lot of good comments, a lot of good people out there on our channel, or just generally speaking, and I enjoy reading every comment. So I go read the last 2 videos that we put up, and I like to answer all the comments with a question. I do my best. And sometimes people ask me for specs on a certain motorsport, certain cam. I don't have them on hand at that time because I have all the information in my shop, and I'm doing all the readouts on the comments at my home. So anyways, I try to do my best. Sometimes I come here in the morning, try to catch up on people, whatever, and it's hard to catch up. Sometimes I forget. So when you have a lot of things going on, I'm reading emails that come in every day. Sometimes I got viewers coming into the shop, and then I got Vasily ask me questions on some builds. So it's hard, like I put in 8, 9, 10 hours a day here sometimes, and it's not easy. So if I miss out on some of the questions or comments, you guys, please understand, because it's hard sometimes. It's hard.
Hopefully these live shows are going to help with that. People can get their questions in here.
That's right. I'm going to try to answer as many comments as I can here, like on a live show here, like we're doing tonight. And I like to read as many as I can. It's hard. There's too many. But then we have an hour, and I'm going to do the best I can.
Speaking of which, the time is flying by, Nick. You've been going for 51 minutes. You got over 450 people watching you live right now.
Oh, my God, 450 people live. Wow, that's something, eh? So I wish I could go slow motion, read them all. It would be nice, but it's hard. Harry Nutzak. Here we go. How many stewed prunes are too many? I don't know. Is 3 enough? I don't know.
In my experience, somewhere between 3 and 6 is all you ever need.
That's all. You don't need more than that. David Workrules. How about the 69 Copel 9561? I don't know. I don't know that one. The Copel 9561. I'm going to look into it. I don't know. It's not Excitable 101. Match the like peeps. Gonzo 59. TY, Mr. John 613. Here's another one. Mr. John Schwartz Jr. What's the highest horsepower to use on your dyno? The highest engine I built that I put on my dyno that I built was a 528 Hemi that made out 830 horsepower. But an engine that came out from outside, that came from a dragster, I ran it on alcohol. It was, I believe, 1,032 horsepower, which was a big block shed, was 572 cubic inches.
Wow.
That was the biggest engine I ever had on my dynamometer. Who knows? That was an engine that came from outside.
How much can the dyno handle?
My dyno can handle up to 2,000 horsepower. That's what it's designed for.
So there's a challenge. Somebody bring us in one that's going to get up close to that limit.
Yeah. Pontiac Grand Prix 73. Is Carlisle definite? It is definite. I'll be there. Dane Thomas, 34 pounds, just right. 34 pounds. Just right.
Wow.
Wow.
That's
Randy Wobby, have you ever thought about any of the late model engine like a Coyote or is
or
an LS? We've done a few LS. It's a great motor. Coyotes haven't done any yet. Man was thinking about building one for himself just to experiment with it and then put on the dyno. And if that happens, you guys are going to know about it. But LS motors are great. I've done a few of them, and they make good horsepower with only mild modifications.
If you go back into our older videos, you'll find Vasily building an LS engine and then putting it on the dyno with nitrous.
Yes, that was an LS engine we built many, many years ago, like 14, 15 years ago for my brother Jimmy in his Pontiac. He had an LS bored out, not stroked out, bored out to a 387 cubic inch. Then Vasily ended up buying that engine, and he put it in his Camaro. Then he injected it with nitrous on the dyno, which we had on the video. And that was the first time he experienced nitrous oxide. And we had it going. It's on one of the videos. I don't know which one it is. But anyways, if you look back in the old videos, you'll find it and you'll see it live. Nitrous injected on an LS engine with all the powertrain, alternator, power steering pump, everything on it. And you see what it does, and it makes great horsepower.
It's called Hellcat Killer, ?
That's right. It's called Hellcat Killer with a question mark. That's true.
That's it.
I remember that one. That's
Very
true.
Popular video still.
Very popular. That's right. Here's another Benny Sessions. Love your videos. Thank you, Benny. Thank you. Here's another Bulas. Nick, classic small block Chevy 350 inch with a flat plane crank. Can it be done? I don't know. That's something new. Ford has that, right? Ford has a small flat crane, flat crank. Would it work on a Chevy? I guess if it could work on a Ford, why not? Why shouldn't it work on any other V8? I think it will. Here's another one. Barry Newman. Charles Amaral. Well, Nick, I just shot
Barry Newman a message using his messenger app, asked him to tune into your channel. Told him how to let. Wow, Charles, thank you very much. If anything comes up, I'm gonna thank you. Let me tell you,
that'd be exciting.
I like to meet Barry Newman. I like to go there and talk to him, meet him. It'll be a pleasure. I built this car because of the way he drove the car. Of course, the stunts were done by a stunt driver, but I always loved that movie and I always loved that car. Here's another one from Steve V. Nick, I'm building a 3.3 LT4 from a 1996 Corvette, 500 horsepower. What's your opinion on these reverse-cooled engines from the 90s? Yeah, it is reverse-cooled. It's a great engine. We had it in my brother's. He had what did he have? When he bought that Firebird, that's what he had. He had that the LT4 engine, but there's a reverse cooling. But then again, I don't know. I didn't have much experience on that. But I don't know why. And then the LS motor came out, which I think is a better design. Then they went back to the original cooling direction, not reverse cooling. So what do I think? I don't know. If it works for you, it's great. But I think it worked. But then GM went back to the original design in the original cooling rotation. So I can't really answer you that. But most engines are the regular way. And reverse cooling, it's working for those cars. But what I don't like about those engines is the distributor behind the water pump. Man, it's chaos when you want to do something there with that. Chaos. But anyways, that's besides the point.
Fantastic. Here's somebody called Monkeys on Wheels.
Monkeys on Wheels. Who would win a race, a fuel-injected Stingray or a 413? Well, fuel-injected Stingray. Depends who's driving, depends what cars, depends what traction. I couldn't tell you that.
That was Lowry. Actually, it was Monkeys on Wheels was asking who would win in a race, Uncle Tony's or Nick's.
Old school. Thanks for answering my question. Throttle Kowalski. Bill, can't wait to see you build a matching motor engine. Yes, I want to build that matching motor engine, and I'm not going to put it in the car. I'm just going to build it. Actually, I want to show from A to Z how we build engines here. We have it torn apart. It's all original. It's got a bulkhead connector like I've shown earlier. So we're going to build it. I want to show you people how I get a motor started from scratch. It's going to be my personal engine, and you guys will take it from there when you see it on when we expose it on video. We're starting from A to Z to the dyno. And then this one, I'm going to start with breaking in the cam with headers, doing some tests with the headers on a pure stock 440. And then after that, remove the headers, put on the exhaust manifolds, and do a back-to-back test. And then we're going to see the results. Because a lot of people ask me that question, headers versus manifolds. And of course, we might have to play maybe timing or fuel ratio. But then again, we'll see then when it happens.
There's our buddy Ed on the Ridge telling people to
support Nick Patreon. On Patreon. Ed on the Ridge. Thank you, Ed. He's too much, eh?
Ed is amazing. He's always there on the Patreon. He's always supporting us, comments on every video. I feel like he's right on our shoulder. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Nice to have you with us, Ed.
A lot of people ask me, Richard Boy 204, ever build a 318? No, I've never built a 318. I'd love to. I mean, we did one there with a student a long time ago, 3 years ago, 318. I gave him a course how to build an engine because he wanted to build it on his own. It was a very simple rebuild, and he took it home. I showed him how to build it, put it together. His first V8 was the 318, and he did pretty well with it in a 71 purple Charger. And his name is Leo.
Hey, Leo, hope you're watching.
Michael O. Just want to thank you for the awesome builds and stories. Michael, thank you very much. Thank you, Michael O.
Thank you, Michael.
Oh, too much, man. Thank you.
Great stuff.
Konstantinos Paliogos. Okay. Thank you, man. Leslie, right? Rick Leslie. If an LS3 is running at 11.56 air fuel ratio, how many jet sizes should go to get it to 12.5? Let me see. Air fuel is running at 11.6. Well, sometimes I would say about 2 to 4 numbers, maybe 4 to 6. It would be in there somewhere. Louis Erisman, have you ever done anything with the carburetor on an E85? No, not yet. I haven't done anything of that yet. Here, Ghost Beam. Why? Because I haven't. Jimmy Ford, I did a mild build on a 314 HP. Nice. El Perono, hi. Hi, Al. Here's another one. Jesse DeJuices, are you coming up to Carlisle this year? Yes, I'm coming up to Carlisle, you guys. I'll be there. I'll be there with my car and the original motor, matching motor beside the car. How much time do we got left?
We've done an hour, Nick. We're coming up on 9 o'clock here in our local time.
I can, man. This is fun. Let me see if I can answer 1,000 more questions. Sure. But then again, you know what, you guys? I hate to say this, but this could be a all-nighter. You know, you can't. You guys are throwing questions like non-stop, you know, and I love it. You know, I can't do this all night.
I think we should leave the marathon shows to Uncle Tony. I watched him try to do some long shows, and they always murder him. He kills himself trying to talk for hours and hours.
Here's another one.
They're going to keep asking.
Here's Scott Murphy. Let me see that one, Scott Murphy. 850 thermal quad, Nick. I've never seen one on your show. 850 thermal quad. Yeah, that's the plastic carburetor. We had one, but it wasn't on video. We had one on a 440. Somebody wanted to work with thermal quad, and it was done during the week when you were not here, George. But yes, maybe one day if I ever get another one with a thermal quad, of course, if it's on video, I'm going to show it off. I've done a lot of Carters, Hollies, 6-packs, 2-4 Hemis.
Lots of good stuff coming up. I'm looking forward to seeing that old Hemi you've got lying in pieces over on the
other side. Oh, yeah, that 354, 1956, that 354 Hemi. It's like a pile of junk in the corner there, just like the 241 when it came in. I'm going to work on that. I want to get that on the dyno too, of course, because it belongs to a beautiful car from what I heard. So he's asking me now to go ahead and start working on it. I don't know where to start, man. There's pieces all over the place in that corner there. I don't know if there's anything missing, old. Anyways, you know what? It's like a barn find. We'll do our best and we'll do it.
It's a good challenge.
Here's another one. Rick Leslie. Thanks, Nick. Leslie, I thank you too, man. Timmy Thomas, 68 or so Dodge. Yeah, Big Al is always on it, eh? Here's another. Timothy Thomas, 68 or so Dodge truck, had 300 factory. Okay, good to know, Timothy. Harold Dollar, we have all night, Nick. I'm sure you guys have all night. I've been working here since 7 o'clock this morning, Eastern Standard Time, and here I am. I'm still here.
Yeah, he's going to be meeting the guys at 7 in the morning again for breakfast tomorrow.
Look at this. There's another one. Vito Andodini. Did the 340, hold it. Did the 340 have just as much power as the 3T or more? We're building a 340 with the Elder Block top-end kit for Challenger Western Special. You know what? Yes, I've built some 340s at the same horsepower as we did the one for Mike from what's his name? Steve from Toronto. We built him a 340.
Hey,
and we made a 340 horsepower on a 340. So, and I have done a few stock 383s, a pure stock 383. I got like 330, 335 horsepower, maybe 340. So bottom line, it was equal, 340, 383, except the 340 is a lighter engine, so of course you'll be quicker with it. And also better handling around the corner with the car.
Free Thinker says, have a nice weekend, Nick.
Okay, and I want to say, here's another one. What's this one?
That's that we've
Q-Cat, thanks for the great chat.
Hey,
Manny,
you guys are closing up now?
Yeah, we're just about to say bye. There's a lot of questions. I can't catch up, man. This is hard, man. And
after hours.
You know, sometimes
you're not going to sleep tonight, are you?
No, I mean,
okay,
like, you know,
you'll answer a few of these.
I could,
if you need anything.
Or, you know, like you guys, sometimes, you know, if I don't catch you on your comments here, you can always comment on the last video. And if it's a question, I will reply and I'll answer your comment as best as I can. And I go through it a lot of nights every time when I get home and I'm relaxed after Vitin. And that's it. Not like this. It's in a rush and it strolls pretty quick. But then again, you know, sometimes you're tired, but then again, you know, do the best I can.
Absolutely.
Right? I know.
And those then, Sunday morning calls. Manny!
I know. You know, don't forget, I'm a married man. I got a family. I got a business to run. And, of course, I'm trying to answer all these comments. And then, of course, I come in every morning. I got all the comments on emails. I got a lot of emails to answer, too. And then, besides that, I hate to say this, but I got a lot of people that phone me.
New Brunswick, okay.
Oh,
somebody wants us to go out to New Brunswick, Nick.
I know.
That's Old Car Auto Guy.
That's Jason from
Old Car Auto. Gotta go see Jason.
Yeah, he's got a YouTube channel. He's a good guy.
When it's warmer. How's the snow over there?
Oh, there must be a lot of snow there. Jason, how's the snow out there, buddy? On the east side of Canada. Where is it? New Brunswick.
Yeah, he's New Brunswick, right by the Maine border.
That's right, near the border. And of course, he's the man who sent us the flag from the state, the province of New Brunswick.
He's working on a beautiful old square body truck right now. If you guys want to go sign up to Old Car Auto Guy's channel and watch him, he's got some good content.
There you go, guys. Check out Old Car Auto Guy. He's got good content, and check him out. And of course, he's another Mopar man, eh?
Yes, indeed.
Yes, he did. And you know what? I still got flags to put up. I got another 7, 8 flags to put up. When I'm going to do this, I got more flags to put up, and a couple of more packages came in today. I did not open them up as I want to open them up in front of camera, live, and of course, you know,
on the ladder like we usually do, and just hang from the rafters.
Yeah, here's another once more. Have a great weekend, guys. So look at it. Everybody saying goodnight to us, most of them. I have to say hello to everyone. Of course, There's over what? We're almost at 500 comments here nonstop. You guys, anyways, listen. We're gonna take a break or not take a break. Actually, we're gonna
shut it down for now.
We're gonna shut it down for now. I want to thank you guys for your comments, your questions, and of course for watching us. And I love it because it's like live. It's Friday night live from Nick's garage here in Montreal, Canada. It's cool, right?
It is.
Sounds like the Saturday Night Live, buddy.
Almost.
This is just cars.
This is Friday Night Live, you guys. This is Friday Night Live, man, from Nick's garage. And then next time, when anyways, we'll see. We're gonna have a few more projects.
Figure it out. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Projects we got.
So let me say goodnight to all my viewers. You guys, I want to say, well, it depends on what part of the world they're watching from. Let me just say a simple goodbye. I want to thank you guys all for your comments. And of course, I want to thank you for watching our channel. And please share with it. Hit the like button, share, and subscribe. Get everybody to subscribe and watch our channel. And thank you guys. And I love you all.
We love you guys. See you next
week.
Love
you guys. Take care.
See you next week.
Adios.
Adios. Are we off?